My name is Mary Alexowitz, licensed acupuncturist and traditional Chinese herbalist, and I'm going to speak with you today about insomnia and some traditional Chinese remedies for insomnia. If you are like one of 60 million Americans, you may experience chronic sleep disorders or insomnia, which are classified as problems falling asleep, problems staying asleep, or waking up too early. While there are many common recommendations to help decrease insomnia, such as decreasing the amount of caffeine in your diet, exercising more frequently, or reducing use of electronics 1 hour prior to going to bed, sometimes you may feel that you've tried everything and still are not getting an effective sleep. Traditional Chinese medicine, luckily, has some easy remedies that are available either at your local health food store or perhaps even in your own pantry that may help you to get a more fulfilling sleep. In traditional Chinese medicine, herbs are thought to have a nature, and that applies to foods as well. Each food that we intake has a property of building qi, blood, yin, or yang. Traditionally, insomnia is often associated with what is considered blood deficiency-related disorders. Some of the most effective blood builders, I don't like the way they came out. Traditional Chinese medicine classifies foods based on its nature and properties. Traditionally, foods are said to have the ability to either tonify our qi, blood, yin, and or yang. When one is classified with insomnia, an underlying blood deficiency is often the cause. Red foods are the most renowned in traditional Chinese medicine and nutrition for being blood builders to help us sleep more effectively. Anecdotally, one of the most common treatments for cherries, especially tart cherries, have been renowned for their ability to build blood or to help people go to sleep more effectively. A 2010 study has helped to show that tart cherries are not just blood builders, but actually contain high levels of melatonin, a hormone that helps one to sleep more efficiently at night. For recommended use of, Traditionally, cherries, especially tart cherries, have been renowned for their ability to help people have a more effective sleep pattern. More recently, as recent as 2010, studies have shown that tart cherry juice can increase one's melatonin during the course of a sleep cycle. Melatonin, as you may be aware, is a hormone that helps us to not only sleep more effectively, but cherries, especially tart cherries, have long been thought to be the most helpful in helping one to achieve an effective sleep pattern. In fact, in 2010, cherries, especially tart cherries, have been renowned for their blood-building properties and been claimed to be responsible for Cherries, especially tart cherries, have been renowned in traditional Chinese medicine for their blood-building capabilities. Blood in traditional Chinese medicine is a vital substance that is in charge of our sleep patterns. Moving away from anecdotal, cherry's effectiveness is not just anecdotal. In fact, in 2010, a double randomized study proved that tart cherries help to increase melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that helps to regulate our sleep patterns, and when in proper dosages in the human body, helps us to sleep more effectively. So when we're selecting cherry, from a Western medical perspective, tart cherry juice helps to increase melatonin naturally in the body. Melatonin is a hormone that regulates our sleep patterns. There are also smaller amounts of tryptophan that are found in tart cherry juice. As you know, tryptophan is the hormone that is most usually equated with that sleepy feeling after Thanksgiving. So today we're going to talk about how to best select our tart cherry juice and how to use it most effectively to help increase our sleep patterns. When looking for a tart cherry juice, you want to make sure that the tart cherry juice is exactly that, and it doesn't When looking for a tart cherry juice, you want to make sure it contains exactly that. Some companies will have apple or pear blended into their product, and you want to make sure that you have a product that's 100% tart cherry. Knudsen brand may be one that you would like to seek out. Oh, well, let's get rid of that. Now, when selecting your tart cherry juice, you want to make sure that it is exactly that, 100% tart cherry juice. You want to verify on the label that there is no pear or apple added, because some companies may dilute and actually be serving you a tart cherry juice blend. The ideal dosage for tart cherry juice that's been shown to be effective in increasing melatonin and tryptophan levels is 8 ounces per day. Ideally, you want to split up your dosage into 2 4-ounce doses. Your first dose of 4 ounces will be taken in the morning, hopefully with your breakfast meal. Your second dose will be later in the evening, ideally 1 hour before you go to bed. To help increase the efficacy of our tart cherry juice, we can put some extra steps in that will make the juice more effective. To increase the efficacy of our evening dose, we're actually going to provide to increase the efficacy of our evening dose, we're actually going to develop a concoction. We're going to take our 4 ounces of cherry juice and we're going to put it to the side. Ideally, you've stored your cherry juice throughout the day in the refrigerator and pouring it separately while we detox. Now for our evening dose, we're going to actually combine. Now to increase the efficacy of our evening dose, we're actually going to develop a concoction. What we're going to do is pour 4 ounces of our cherry juice and leave it to the side. Ideally, your cherry juice has been in the refrigerator all day, and pouring it separately allows it to rise to room temperature. Next, we're going to boil a kettle of water, and we're going to select our favorite red-based tea. You can look for something that's popularly available on the market, or if you want to go for something that has maybe some additional health benefits. We're going to combine, it's now over here. We're going to combine our 4 ounces of cherry juice with a popular red tea. You can go for something that's either readily available on the market, or if you'd like some additional health benefits, you can also look at a goji or a hawthorn berry tea. You're going to boil your water, and you're going to take 2 tea bags. And ideally, you would like to release the aromatic oils within the teas. And so you can either rub it between your fingers or roll it on your counter to help release some of those oils. And you're going to take 2 tea bags, and ideally you're going to either gently crush them between your fingers or roll against the tea bags on a hard surface. And this will help to release some of the aromatic oils that are within the tea. You're going to place the tea bags in your container, and then you are going to pour about 6 to 8 ounces of boiling water over the tea bags. Then you're going to place a top over your tea, and you're going to let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. The extra decoction time is going to allow for all of the vitamins and minerals to blend into the water and give us a stronger tea. After about you're going to allow the tea to decoct for about 15 to 20 minutes and cover. Decoct for 15 to 20 minutes while covered. This will help to relieve. You're going to allow the tea to steep for 15 to 20 minutes. This will allow the decoction to become very rich in flavor as well as vitamins and minerals. During this time, you can walk around and make sure that your house is secure for the evening and you prepare yourself for the next day. Once you have steeped your decoction, it should be a nice rich color, and ideally you would, after about 20 minutes, you will see that the tea that's decocted is You will see that after about 20 minutes, the tea that has been steeped is very dark colored in nature. You want to make sure that you remove the tea bags and give them a little squeeze so that you get all of the remaining vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals out of the tea bag. And then you're going to combine that with your 4 ounces of cherry juice. And the reason why we have combined the tea and the cherry juice together is because the tea will help to warm the cherry juice. And when our core is warmer than the rest of our body, it helps our body to enter a sympathetic or restful state. And it helps our animal brain to realize that we are in a safe and comfortable place and will be able to sleep safely through the night. Here's to your health.